In a world increasingly shaped by climate change, wildfires have become an unstoppable force of nature, leaving destruction in their wake, threatening lives and reshaping entire landscapes. But beyond the flames lies a story of survival, resilience, and the indomitable human spirit. Our story begins in Australia, where the Black Summer fires of 2019 to 2020 marked one of the most devastating bushfire seasons in history. Over 46 million acres were scorched, thousands of homes destroyed, and nearly 3 billion animals impacted. Fueled by record-breaking heat waves, drought, and strong winds, the fires turned the land into an unrelenting tinderbox. The fires were intensified by a combination of extreme heat and dry vegetation caused by climate change, but lightning strikes and human activity were significant ignition points. Amid the devastation, the resilience of the Australian people shone through. Volunteers, first responders, and international support united to battle the flames. But while the fires ended, the scars, both physical and emotional, remained. In November 2018, California faced its deadliest wildfire. The campfire consumed over 150,000 acres and reduced the town of Paradise to ash. In just a few hours, thousands of lives were forever changed. The fire was sparked by electrical transmission lines owned by Pacific Gas and Electric Company. Coupled with dry vegetation, strong winds, and drought, the blaze spread with an unimaginable speed. With more than 85 lives lost, the campfire highlighted how quickly disaster can strike. It spurred conversation about fire preparedness and the role of climate change in amplifying such tragedies. Not long after, in January 2025, the Palisades Fire erupted in Los Angeles, fueled by extreme drought conditions and unusually dry vegetation. The fire scorched thousands of acres, forcing evacuation in nearby neighborhoods. Preliminary investigations point to accidental human activity, as a spark with dry conditions acting as the perfect fuel. Years of drought and an increase in urban wildland interfaces have heightened the fire risk in California. The fire underscores the ongoing challenges of wildfire management in densely populated areas and the need for proactive measures to mitigate risks. August 2023 brought devastation to the Hawaiian island of Maui. The historic town of Lahaina, rich in cultural heritage, was almost entirely wiped out. Intense winds and dry conditions turned a tropical paradise into a disaster zone. Downed power lines were identified as a likely ignition source, and the hurricane-strength winds accelerated the blaze. This tragic event was a stark warning about the vulnerabilities of island ecosystem in a warming world. More than 500 structures were destroyed, and lives were lost. Yet the people of Maui demonstrated resilience, coming together to rebuild their communities and preserve their cultural heritage. In the heart of South America, the Amazon, often referred to as the lungs of the earth, faced its own crisis in 2019 and 2020. Fires, many driven by human activity, threatened one of the planet's most vital ecosystems. Nearly 30% were caused by deforestation and land clearing, leaving a lasting impact on biodiversity and climate. The fires united global activists, raising awareness about the critical need to preserve this irreplaceable rainforest. From ashes rose a renewed commitment to environmental protection. From Australia to the Amazon, Maui to Los Angeles, wildfires have tested our resilience and exposed our vulnerabilities. But they have also ignited hope, bringing communities together, inspiring activism, and reminding us of the urgent need to protect our planet. Support wildlife prevention efforts, raise awareness about climate change, and stand with affected communities to rebuild a safer, greener future.